Happy 2025. So happy New Year. No, it's not the beach. This is a backyard at my house, but it looks like the beach, doesn't it? I took my shoes off so I can ground my feet. I didn't expect to be wearing a flannel shirt at the beach, but fortunately I had it with me from going to my brother's in December where we had at Christmas. Going to my brother's in Pennsylvania for Christmas, where we had a white Christmas. I'd say there was about an inch on the ground, so it probably qualifies as a white. But anyway, coming from Texas, there's never any snow at Christmas, so anything on the ground. This could be a white Christmas in Texas. I think it's kind of interesting and neat to see a yard full of sand, no grass, well, a little bit of weed or something over there. In fact, I am at a dog sit in a little municipality just, I think, to the north of Southport, North Carolina, which is basically a beach town. If I continue down this road, I run into the ocean. Well, maybe not directly. You have to go across the Intracoastal Waterway. Southport is on this side. Oak Island is on the other side. At Southport, you can catch a ferry to take your car at the end of the road over to Fort Fisher National Recreation Area, which was where I made the video last week. That went up, I think I guess Christmas Day was Wednesday, New Year's Day was Wednesday, so the videos are going up on CP 59 Fit on Wednesday. This will go up on Saturday, so I'm telling you Happy New Year's, and it is January 1st. It'd help if I could talk today. This is my second video. The last one went almost 50 minutes, which is the longest video I've ever published, but it was a good one. It's over on CP 59 Fit, and the thumbnail says, "There's no one coming to save you." And it was a long video about the lessons I've learned in 2024. This is just a more jovial one so you can see the house sit, the backyard. I try not to show too much of the people's homes. I guess the house you're seeing in the background is the neighbors. I would like it to have been warmer today, and the wind is strong, so hopefully this windshield on the microphone is helping. I will get these loaded up when I get in and get the one posted on CP59 Fit, because it's supposed to be up today and it's already like 3 o'clock, but it finally got warm enough to sit out here in the sun. I haven't been to the beach yet today because it's barely hit 60 here, which is warm compared to the eastern panhandle of West Virginia or Northern Virginia just outside of DC, but it's a little cooler than I was expecting. But I looked at the forecast, it's only gonna be like 50 tomorrow and maybe 45 Thursday. In fact, Leo's owners, the big British cream lab, 100-pound British cream lab I've house pet sat for 3 times. They now live in Wilmington, which is where my last house sit for them was. I want to pull my sweatpants up a little bit, try to get some sun on my calves. I should roll these sleeves up too, but I'll just leave them be. I've got the control on my phone, so I don't want to hit that. But anyway, I met them. It was, what is today? Sunday? No, Monday, I think. No. New Year's was on a Tuesday, so today is Wednesday. So I went in Monday to take Miss Carol to lunch. No, she actually took me. I drove her. She always buys when I'm down here. That's a friend from Texas from 20 years ago. They moved, I don't even know when it was, but I helped them pack and ended up with a lot of the stuff, like a lawnmower, a weed eater, chainsaw, that kind of stuff. Her husband started getting early onset Alzheimer's, and he passed away a year or 2 after moving down here. But I did, when I came to see Mom and Dad that Christmas, I was able to drive down here and visit him in the memory care place before he passed. Of course, he didn't know who I was, and that was a whole sad story. So I'm glad I get to still hang out with her. And she had a stroke after I did, and North Carolina won't let you drive after you've had a stroke. Well, I think she had some damage to her eye, so that kind of makes sense. But she has a daughter that lives in the same subdivision, which I'd actually done a pet sit for after I finished the one with Leo the last time down here. and she takes her out frequently. I knew her. She was my realtor in Texas that I bought my house from. Of course, they'd moved down here before I sold it, so I had another friend through the political circles sell it for me. But anyway, I'm good friends with that daughter. There's another daughter that lives close by. Her granddaughter lived close by, but she's joined the Army and is now in Kentucky. Very smart young lady. I photographed her sweet 16th birthday party at a country club in Keller. Bear Creek something or other. They always were good to me. They've always been good to me. So she's still being good to me, taking me out to lunch. Where did we go? We went to First Watch. I had Eggs Benedict. She had a regular kind of breakfast. And then I texted Leo's owners. So, are you in the area? We're down at Curry Beach. No, Carolina Beach. But you can meet us down here if you want. I said, yeah, I'm on the way to the beach. I was going to go down there and then I was going to see if you were home. They were out walking on the beach. So she said, meet me at the Oceanside Grill and Tiki Bar. And it's actually Carolina Beach, not Curry, which is K-U-R-E. But that's how they say it down here, Curry. So I met them. She bought me a margarita. We talked a good long while. There were a bunch of kids out there surfing in their wetsuits. The waves were pretty good for down here, not being a storm. Of course, that cold front had passed Saturday. It rained all day Saturday. That's why I didn't go. I'm sorry, it rained all day Sunday. That's why I didn't go into Wilmington to meet Carol Sunday, because we knew it was going to rain. So I guess the storm had gone off the coast and the waves were a little bit bigger. Not as big as when a hurricane's coming north, but I guess it was making something. A lot of young people were out there surfing. So I took a few pictures of that, and then they had to walk a good ways to their car. But anyway, by the time I got the GoPro and made a little video and pictures of the young men, I think it was all men. Well, you really can't see them when they're all in the wetsuits. They all look the same. But anyway, I took pictures of them, or maybe a little video of them surfing. I got to the house before they did. Old Leo was asleep and he wouldn't come to the door. Not that he could let me in anyway. And if they have a punch code, I don't remember it once I leave. That's too much trouble to remember everybody's. And I'm sure they changed it anyway. They were able to use their fingerprint, but they pulled up in a little while. We had some fun with Leo. Then these dogs were like, oh, you've been cheating on us. Here is a Australian cattle dog female and a something poodle mix. He kind of looks like a mop head, real fluffy and curly hair. Brown, he's about maybe a foot tall. The other one's about 2 foot tall. So, oops, I don't want this camera to blow over. I've kind of got it jerry-rigged on the back of another chair like this because I didn't want to put my tripod down into the sand. And the other little one I'd been using forever, the head broke off. And I've been in touch with GoPro. They said they were going to replace it, but then when I sent them the picture of it, they said, oh, that's a third-party product. Even though it said GoPro on the box, apparently Best Buy has it made, so I have to reach out to Best Buy. And the reviews on the website about returns for that particular item, which seems to break a lot, were very bad, saying that they wouldn't even talk to you. But I have like an insurance thing with Best Buy, but it's been over a year since I bought it. Oh, I think it has a 2-year warranty, but only on electronics. I did buy this camera there. But GoPro has a better warranty on the cameras. They have a no questions asked, and GoPro and Best Buy has like a 2-year, and you got to pay a deductible or something to get them fixed. But either way, this camera is well protected. Apparently the accessories are not, and that's apparently how GoPro makes all their money. Maybe that's why they don't honor third-party things, because they want you to buy all kinds of different things to connect it up. I did want to talk a little bit about 2025. I'm excited about 2025. I've used this, when did I get down here? It was the day after Christmas. So if Christmas was, so it'd be a week tomorrow. And I've used this week and I have the rest of this week, so I'll be down here a total of 10 nights. So I guess tonight is my 6th night, 7th night, I don't know, Thursday. I think Christmas is the week before New Year's. If today is Wednesday, then that was Wednesday. So I got here Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. And tonight will be my 7th night, so I'll be here a week. I have used this time to really study I guess some people would call it meditate, even though I don't say they're going boom, 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 boom. I do like to put my feet in the sand or walk on the beach and think. And I bought some over-the-head earphones to use at the hot tub. The new gym I joined has a nice hot tub in West Virginia. But it was family hour, family swim time or something. The first time I went, I couldn't hear the little cheapo Best Buy ones. Not Best Buy. Sorry, wrong store. Dollar Tree. The little wired ones. Because they say using the Bluetooth ones the waves, you shouldn't have those like transmitting through your head. Anyway, I'm doing it anyway. Anyway, because then I can hear. So I've been listening to stuff like Rhonda Byrne's The Greatest Secret, which is the author of The Secret movie. And a lot of Bob Proctor stuff, a lot of Jim Rohn stuff, a lot of Earl Nightingale stuff. And there's one before him even that I don't remember the name. But anyway, a lot. Think and Grow Rich. What's that guy's name? Anyway, y'all all know the story. Think and Grow Rich is a book. Well, so is The Greatest Secret was an Earl Nightingale book decades, 100 years ago. And now Rhonda has written one in Australia, or maybe she's in California now. She talked about the wildfires. But anyway, it's a lot of affirmations, and basically I'm wondering if Rhonda Byrne is the new Norman Vincent Peale, who was the power of positive thinking. So I've been exposed to positive thinking and affirmations for 20 years or more, 30 years probably. But all of it's starting to come into place now, and I'm very, very excited. I'm afraid I have a shadow on the left side of my face because the sun is over here. But anyway, you can deal with it. This won't be much longer. So anyway, I have really kind of figured out what I'm going to do in 2025. One of the Jim Rohn videos, and there's several that have this title now on YouTube going into the new year. Don't tell anybody what you're going to do, because that takes some of the energy you could use to pursue that goal. And then you also open yourself up to criticism, and that can cause doubt, which can cause you to have to wonder about that. And I have eliminated all my doubt. I have eliminated all my tried to eliminate all the negative people in my life and all the negative all the drama that involved leaving 2 jobs because they weren't necessarily good for me physically. People at them all were great, but the manual labor is something that's probably in my past, other than if I want to like dig a hole in the yard, build a fence. And one thing that Leo's male owner said is it's so much easier to dig here because the whole yard is sand than it was in the clay in Virginia. That is hard digging in Virginia. I remember how Dad put up a split rail fence as I was a child, and we also planted several evergreens along the property line. It was like a city lot or subdivision lot. But the neighbors had a bunch of junky cars, and also Mom didn't want to see them, so we planted some cedars that grew up way taller than me. And here I see lots of loblolly pines. Hey, something from my college actually paid off. But they got these great big pine cones all up and down the road. I walk the dog. I've been tempted to get some and have a little fire in that fire pit over there. I filmed the last video on that beautiful porch. I also broke the hammock the other day. The dogs were out here, and I went to sit down in it to watch them because that was the only corner with sun. That's why this chair is out in the yard now. It used to be sitting on the patio. However, apparently the hammock was dry rotted. I'm not as heavy as I used to be. I shouldn't be breaking hammocks, but I sat down, and the next thing the dogs were looking at me like, "What are you doing on the ground? Are you going to be able to get up?" I've noticed it. I've fallen twice now in North Carolina on various house sits, and the dogs always just come and look at you like, what do you do? Why is he on the ground? The first one in Raleigh was down some steps that were kind of hard, and I had the dog on the leash, so of course she was right back, and these two both came running from the yard, looking at me like, "Can y'all guys help me up?" Because I was sitting on the frame of the hammock. I didn't get hurt really either time. I did have a little bit of elbow inflammation the last time. This time I think I hit this arm, the other arm, the right arm, on the frame there. It was a little sore the next day, but nothing to worry about. Anyway, I'm expecting 2025 to be absolutely phenomenal, and I want y'all along for the ride. And as Mike Downey always says, I don't know where I'll be next, but I want you along for the ride. So let me see if I can turn this thing off from here. It worked the last time, and that was like a really long video. So thank you. God bless. Have a great, happy, healthy 2025. And I'll talk to you next Saturday. Bye-bye.